This conference will now be recorded.
So everybody able to see my screen? Please confirm. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right. So before I take you to about this materials management solution, first of all, we should understand what is this SAP. Okay, what is SAP? Until and unless we know about the certain ABCD of SAP, we can't get into that. Okay, what exactly is SAP? The basic question. What is SAP? And one more thing, those who are new to SAP, so in the market, you will hear some names like some people will call it as a SAP, some people will call it as SAP. So the correct way of pronouncing this is, please do not call it as a SAP. We used to call as SAP. Okay. Uh, so why it is called as SAP, not as a SAP? Because this SAP is a German product. So there is some thing what I was also told about when I also started the career in SAP, that calling as a SAP, that is considered to be a bad word in this. Okay, there. So just make sure this thing. So what is SAP? So first of all, we will understand the full form. So SAP stands for System Application. Okay. Is there any audio issue? Avinash, you cannot hear. Avinash, I think you aren't connected on over the audio. Can you please rejoin once? Once again. Yeah. Okay. So what is SAP? SAP stands for System Application and Products in Data Processing. SAP stands for System Application and Products in Data Processing. What it basically deals with, what SAP, why SAP is designed. Okay, so it is an ERP tool. Okay, it is an ERP tool which provides enterprise solution. It is an ERP tool which provides an enterprise solutions. Okay, what is ERP? Anybody heard about this name called as ERP?
Entrepreneur resource planning.
Not entrepreneur, it is enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning. What is this enterprise resource planning? It is a business concept. Okay, it is a business concept. What this concept deals with? Very simple to understand this enterprise resource planning. Okay, please read from the right. Please read from right. Planning the resources of an enterprise. Okay, planning the resources of an enterprise. Enterprise resource planning deals with planning the resources of an enterprise. Okay, why there is a necessity? Now another question is why there is a necessity or necessity to plan the resources of an enterprise. If you are working in any company, there will be lot of resources, right, which you will be taking care of, or which will be present in your enterprise. Why the planning is necessary for those resources? Anybody? First of all, what is a resource? What is a resource? Yeah, what is resource? Resource is something which is making our life easier, okay, which is adding some value in doing any kind of process. Yes, so we have to plan those resources. For example, in a company, wherever you will be working, so you are also a kind of resource for that company. Yes, your company will going to plan how you will go, you have to be utilized. Your company will going to be plan, you will be planning, if they are hiring you, they will going to plan how you have you will be utilized in that company. Why planning is necessary? What will happen if they don't plan? You will remain you will sit there idle, right? Which is not good for any company. Yes, so planning is important to take the maximum output from that resource. So when I talk about resource, when I talk about resource in a resource of any enterprise, when I talk about resource of any enterprise, there are various ways in which we can categorize the resources of an enterprise. Okay, in any enterprise, the resources of any enterprise are categorized in 5M. Okay, the resources of any enterprise are categorized into 5Ms. Okay, what is this 5M? Men, materials, machines, method, money. These are the 5 resources of any enterprise. Okay, these are the 5 resources of any enterprise. And this ERP, this ERP concept, this ERP concept revolves around in planning of these 5 resources of an enterprise. Why? For maximizing the outputs. Okay, so this is a concept, and for applying this concept for any enterprise, there is a tool which is available in the market to apply this ERP concept. Okay, for any enterprise, there is a tool in the market, and the name of that tool is SAP. So that's why I call SAP as an ERP tool. Is this clear so far? So far clear, or anybody has any kind of questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so I will treat it as nobody has any kind of questions. Okay, now, so let's come to further things. Okay, now let me come to another thing. Now assume this is a enterprise. Okay, this one is an enterprise. This is an enterprise or some company where you are working. Okay, this company has one plan, has some business. Okay, some manufacturing business it has. Okay, this is a plant where certain manufacturing or some activities are happening for this company. Yes, so let's assume they are manufacturing some customer products, okay, which will be eventually sold into the market. So tell me one thing, if let's say you are the owner of this factory, okay, you are the owner of this factory, right, and in this factory you are manufacturing some potato chips. In this factory you are manufacturing certain potato chips. All right, in this factory you are manufacturing some potato chips. You set up a new business, okay, and you recently installed this factory in some location, and you want to start your potato chips manufacturing business. Now how you are going to plan how much potato chips I have to manufacture? How you are going to plan?
So we need a planning strategy
Mm-hmm.
that is definitely comes from the planner side who works in the plant, this plant or the site area.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
But in a layman language, okay, I want to explain somebody who doesn't know this planning strategy and all those things. Okay, assume you want to explain to me, I don't know anything about this planning strategy. Very simple thing. If I want to manufacture, if I'm setting a potato chips manufacturing factory, okay, and if I want to know, the first and foremost thing is I want to know how much should be my production of potato chips. How I will come to know? I will do some R&D, okay, in the local market. What is the customer requirement, or what is the demand of potato chips in my local market? Yes or no?
Correct.
You
Yeah.
will do some R&D, right? I will do in the local market. I will do some R&D. Okay, I will go and ask, okay, whether they want any potato chips or not. Yes, and based on those data, what I am going to do, okay, I will come and tell to my production team that, okay, in this market there is a demand of potato chips, and whatever we will going to manufacture, that we will sell it, because there is a demand in this market. So your production capacity will depend on the demand. Yes, whatever your depend, what you want to produce, that the quantity of your production will depend on your market demand. Yes or no? That can be
Yeah.
realistic demand, or that can be forecasted demand as well. Yeah,
Correct.
agree or not?
Yes.
Simple things these are. Okay, nothing a rocket science. So now you want to start your business in this thing. You want to start the what I say, potato chips manufacturing business. Now if you want to start the potato manufacturing business, yeah, you took the data of from your local market, that okay boss, this is the demand what is there in currently in the market. So we have to plan our production capacity. How the production department will going to plan the production capacity? Based on the market demands which they are getting from the sales department. Okay, that is fine, everything is good to go. Now if I want to manufacture potato chips, there will be certain raw materials, or there will be certain input materials I will be requiring, right? Because until and unless I have the material to manufacture potato chips, I cannot start my production capacity, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So there comes our materials management. See here. Now the entire demo will revolve around in this single page. Okay. Now the plant what we were discussing in the another Excel sheet, that I maintained here. Okay. This is my company. In this company, so many departments are there now. Okay. Now in this plant, I want to maintain my potato chips manufacturing business. So for this, I have the requirement of certain products. Yeah. So what are the certain products? Let's say what I will do. Yeah. This is one kind of product, what I need. Okay. This is one kind of product. Another kind of product I am drawing here. This is another kind of product. Two types of products are necessary for producing the potato chip. Or let us take one more. What can take? Okay. Yeah, let it be. Let it be. This is another kind. I will draw here with another color. Let us say this red product is representing the potato. Okay, this yellow color product is representing the requirement of your refined oil, and this green color product is representing your packaging material. Okay, because once you cut and fry the potatoes, you also need some packaging material to pack it. So these three products are there, which is your requirement. Okay, so what so whenever we have the requirement, there the purchasing this materials management solution of SAP will going to come into picture. Whenever we have the requirement, if the business is using SAP ERP tool, okay, there they have to use this SAP materials management solution. Okay, whenever they have the requirement of what? Any business, or even in your home also, you will be having the requirement of only two things. What are those two things? It will be either goods or it will be either services. All right. So in this plant there is a requirement of these three products. There is a requirement of these three products. So what this plant will do? Obviously, if you have the requirement of these three products, you are supposed to be purchase these things, right, from the market. Yes or no? If you have the requirement of these three products, you are supposed to purchase these three things from the market. Say yes or no. Then only you can start your production activities. So whether this plant will going to purchase? No. What this plant will do, this plant will communicate the requirement of these three products. This plant will communicate the requirement of these three products to one department of any which is present in any enterprise. Has anyone heard about this department name called as purchasing department?
Yes.
Yes. So in any enterprise you will go, there is one department present whose name is purchasing department. Purchasing department. In the name only we can understand what is their roles and responsibilities. So from this plant, the requirement will be communicated. From this plant, the requirement will be communicated to the purchasing department. They will say, okay boss, we need some products. Okay, we prepared some list of products what we need to start our purchasing activities. Please do the needful by fulfilling our requirement by so and so date. All those things with this plan, from this plan the requirement will come and go to this purchasing department. Now what is the responsibility of purchasing department? The responsibility, two things are there with the Okay, two things are there. What a purchasing department will do, they will identify, okay, or they will their responsibility is to identify the new vendor in the market, okay, who can supply the goods or services as per the need, and to negotiate the prices with that supplier. That are the roles and responsibilities of purchasing department. So okay, from this plant the requirement got communicated to this purchasing department who is present in your enterprise. Now what this purchasing department will do, what they will do, they will come, they will do some they will figure out who is the supplier who can supply the required goods or services, okay, at the best possible price and without compromising to the quality. Okay, everything got finalized, and the purchasing department figured out one vendor or supplier. So what they will do, assume he is the this is the supplier what purchasing department identified. So what they will do, this purchasing department, they will place an order, they will place an order to this vendor, okay, they will place one order to this vendor, and in that order they will communicate what kind of goods and what kind of services they need, and the supplier will receive that order whatever they are placing, and he will going to do the order fulfillment. Yes, simple, it is very simple. For example, we also place with the order so many times in our day-to-day life examples. How, if you want to buy any mobile phone, or if you want to buy any laptop or any gadgets or any dress or whatever you want, we all did the shopping from the Flipkart or Amazon. Yes, there what we did, we did the order placing. Okay, that order went on to the supplier. Who is your supplier? Either Amazon or either Flipkart. Yes or no? And based on the order whatever you had placed from the supplier, the requirement was getting fulfilled. Yes, from the supplier the requirement was getting fulfilled. So once the supplier got the order, he start fulfilling your order. So once he fulfill your order, so what he will do, he will send the goods or whatever the goods or services you requested to the necessary place of delivery. Agree or not? If you are placing an order in the Flipkart, you will receive the goods, right, against your order from that vendor. Yes or no? Yeah. So the same thing happens in any enterprise as well. The goods will be supplied here from this vendor. Okay, I'll copy these things and I will paste it here also. Okay, whatever you ordered, that will be supplied here. Now once these products has been received, okay, from the supplier, obviously in any enterprise or even in your home, if you are going and buying something from the market, let's say certain grocery items, will you going to use it directly because you are doing some kind bulk buying? Will you going to use it directly? No, you will first of all bring it to your home, okay, and you will do the storing, you will store it somewhere in your storerooms or somewhere. The same thing happen in any enterprise also. Once the products are received, once the products are received from the supplier, what the next action business will going to do? what is the next action business will going to do? There will be certain godowns. Has anyone heard about the name godowns or warehouses?
Yes.
What is the purpose of having godowns or warehouses?
Storing items, all products.
Yeah, for storing the products, whatever you are procuring, yeah, or whatever you are manufacturing. For all those purpose, godowns are there. The alternate names of godowns or warehouse is also known as storage location. The location of storage of goods. Yeah. Now, the products whatever you had received that will be stored by any enterprise in this godown. Yeah, that will be stored by any enterprise in this godown. And what then will going to happen from this godown? From this godown, the whenever the plant will require any of the products which are being stored in the godowns for the production purpose, they will start consuming those products. Okay, whenever the products which are stored in the godowns, yeah, whenever the plant will going to require will be requiring the stored products in the godown, okay, somebody will come to the stores and they will start consuming those products inside this plant for doing certain manufacturing activities or whatever is the requirement. Okay, all this process will going to happen. Now, there is one thing left. Everything is done. Or we had placed the order. The vendor has fulfilled our order. Okay. Once the order has been fulfilled, we had stored it in our godowns. Everything happened. But one thing we still not have completed. What is that? Once the order is placed and once the order is fulfilled, vendor will also going to send you one bill, right? We haven't done the payment yet to this vendor.
Yes.
Yes or no? We haven't
Yes.
done the payment to this vendor. So what, when the vendor will send the goods, okay, in along with the goods, vendor will also send one invoice, or we can say bill. Okay, vendor will also send one invoice copy, or he will send one bill. To whom? To the purchasing department. This bill will be sent to this purchasing department. Yeah, see, this also we had observed. If you are getting some ordered something, okay, once you did the payment, or let's say if you opted for the cash on delivery payment as a payment option, then once you will receive the goods, you have to pay to the vendor. Yes, in our home also we had observed so many times this thing. If you are ordering the, if you are opting for this home delivery option for the grocery items or whatever it is, yeah, that is the invoice. So this invoice, what this purchasing department will do is is purchasing department will going to do the payment for this vendor whatever they had procured? No,
Finance department.
the answer is no. Purchasing department will not going to do. There is something called as finance department which will be there in any organization.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be a finance department. Okay, so or in the finance department there will be two types of roles and responsibilities. So the one role of finance department which is taken care under materials management is, in the finance department there will be one thing called as accounts payable. Two things will be there actually. One is accounts payable and second one is accounts receivable. receivable. Accounts receivable means when you are supposed to receive the money from the customer. That means whenever you are doing the sales activity. But here we are not doing the sales activity in SAP MM. SAP Materials Management Solution deals with only purchasing activity. Okay, SAP Materials Management Solution deals with only purchasing activity. So if we are purchasing something, we have to pay to the vendor. Then the accounts payable concept will come into picture. Okay, so what this purchasing department will do? This purchasing department will send this invoice to the finance department. Yeah, this purchasing department will send this invoice to the finance department. What finance department will do? What finance department will do? They will first of all cross verify what you ordered, what are the goods you ordered, then out of the ordered goods, how much you had received, and they will cross verify against for how much quantity and for how much price the vendor invoiced you and what is the quantity you had received. Everything will be cross verified. Once it is cross verified, okay, then this finance department, what they will do? They will do the payment to the supplier. They will do the payment to this supplier. Okay, here I will write it down. Payment clearing. Payment clearing will be done by whom? With the finance department. Under finance department, there is one there is one more department that is called as accounts payable. They will do the payment clearing. So till now clear what is the complete process I had shown you? Why SAP Materials Management is necessary is completely clear, so that I can summarize what exactly this SAP Materials Management solution offers. So far clear to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah. So based on this, we can summarize what solution this SAP Materials Management will going to offer to any business. So SAP Materials, when I say about the solution offered by SAP Materials Management based on what we had discussed so far, so I can say SAP Materials Management offers below 3 solutions to any enterprise. What are those? First one is purchasing, second one is inventory management, and the third one is logistics, invoice verification. These are the 3 solutions what an SAP Materials Management is going to offer. Purchasing, we had discussed. When to start the purchasing? Whenever we have the requirement. The requirement will be coming from the plant to the purchasing department, and purchasing department will do the purchasing activities. Okay. Inventory management. What inventory management? Inventory management means which area of any enterprise will going to be taken care. All the activities happening in your godowns or your warehouses, that is your inventory management. For that, SAP has delivered inventory management solution. Okay, what it will deal with? It will deal with your storage of your goods, consumption of the goods from the warehouses. Okay, all the things which are related to in managing of inventory. Okay, and the last one is logistics invoice verification. Logistics invoice verification means, invoice means the one which is the kind of bill what you are getting from your vendor. Okay, verification means verifying the invoice. Who does all the things? Finance department. Once it is verified, they will going to clear the invoice to the supplier. So these are the three aspects what SAP materials management will going to offer to any enterprise. Okay, and in short, the alternative name what you will going to hear in the market about this SAP materials management is this entire process. Okay, it is also known as a SAP materials management process, or this is also known as, let me draw one comment here, this entire thing will be known as SAP. Let me increase the font size once again. This entire solution is also known as SAP purchase to pay solution. Okay, this is known as SAP purchase to pay solution. So please don't get confused if anybody is saying in the market, okay, about this SAP purchase to pay solution or about SAP materials management, both are same. Okay, both are synonyms to each other. Is this clear? Clear to everybody, whatever we had discussed?
Yeah.
I will wait for some times to take the questions from the participants. So if anybody has any kind of questions regarding to what we had discussed and what anything about this course, you can ask me. Any doubt? Okay, so can I consider this as no queries? Okay, one more minute and then I will stop.
It's very clear, sir. No doubts at all.
Okay, yeah,
Only
then
let me know the duration
sorry.
period for post duration period.
Duration period will be, okay, let me tell you that thing as well. The idle duration, what you will going to find anywhere, okay, the duration will be approximately, if you are going to see, again this is about this SAP materials management. So these are present on two platforms. One is SAP ECC and another one is SAP materials management on S4 HANA. So I will recommend you to go first of all with ECC, then S4 HANA. That is my personal recommendation. Okay, due to okay, regarding to the gaining the concept and all those things. For SAP MM on ECC, the duration will be approximately 60 hours. Okay, this is idle time duration what you will going to find anywhere. Okay, and we will be connecting on every Monday to Friday. Okay, weekly 5 days. Saturday and Sunday will not be there. And another thing will be SAP MM on, if you are going, if you are taking this SAP MM on ECC, then SAP MM on S4 HANA. Yeah, that is another variant. So uh, additional 40 hours you can take. Okay, if you are going with this SAP MM on ECC first, then SAP MM on S4 HANA. All right, so this will be the approach. Okay.
What is the difference between both ECC and SAP HANA?
Those are completely two different solutions what has been introduced by SAP. Yeah, so the basic difference between SAP on ECC platform and SAP on S4 HANA platform, that is related to the database. Okay, that is related to the database. So when I say SAP ECC, so this works on the Oracle database. Okay, in a very layman language I'm telling. Okay, but if you go on for understanding the technicalities, this is a very pretty big thing to understand. Okay, the basic difference is when I say SAP ECC, that works on the Oracle platform, and when I talk about SAP S4 HANA, this works on the HANA platform. Okay, HANA platform means the database will be HANA database. This is separate. This is Oracle database means this is a separate product which is developed by Oracle company, and this HANA database is a completely a SAP product. Okay, this is a completely a new database. Now, if you want me what is the difference between Oracle and HANA? So this is related to the difference is related to the technology on which it works. Technology. So if anybody heard about this concept called as RDBMS, okay, so the Oracle works on the concept of RDBMS, relational database management system, okay, and the concept in which the HANA works, that is in memory concept. What is in memory? Anybody heard about this in memory? This is also known as RAM. I hope everyone is familiar with this name RAM. Yeah, in your mobile phone, in your laptops, everywhere you will find this RAM. Okay, so here what will going to happen when I say RDBMS? Okay, so the data extraction here will going to happen from your database. Here the data extraction will going to happen from your RAM. That is a difference. Okay. So from the technology point of view, these are different, right? Uh, about this ECC and S4 HANA. Yeah. Is this clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Any further queries? Right then. I think there are no queries. So if anybody is, even if they don't have any queries, okay, at a later point of time, if you are coming up with certain queries, so you can reach out to the institute, and then also we can have a con call. Okay, where I can answer your queries. Yeah, right. So thanks for joining, everybody. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye.